Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Orgasmic Conscious Cooking with yours truly, John Ashford. It's holidays right around the corner. They're right around the corner. I'm headed to Chicago for Thanksgiving, so I'm preparing a lot of food with me to take with me because my mom's kitchen is smaller and a lot of the equipment they've given away since they've gotten older, so I want to have a great Thanksgiving with them. So I'm preparing things. So I'm going to show you how I want to make one of my famous recipes that I converted. Tori and I were watching this double chocolate chip, I think it was on the Food Network. And I went downstairs and I created this. What I did, I want you guys to see this. This is not the original, but this is an original of my chocolate chip and peanut butter cake cookie recipe from Dora Dunnigan, my grandmother, who showed us all how to cook in our family. She was an amazing cook, and my mom was terrific, and my uncle and my aunts are still terrific cooks too. But before I move on to that, I really need you guys to do me a big favor. I need you to do something right now. Stop what you're doing. Go down and subscribe for YouTube. Also, I'm gonna be on TikTok. I'll be doing lives on TikTok pretty soon. But I need you to subscribe. I need to hit some more love. I think I'm like at 600 people on YouTube. Please help me out. I need that. I would greatly appreciate it. Hope all is well. I'm gonna jump to this recipe. I got pretty much all organic ingredients. Believe in using organic product. It makes a better product, and it's sometimes, mostly, it's a lot healthier. So we're gonna jump right in. Plus, these are actually not going to be. Make sure that's soft. This is going to be a gluten-free cookie because I converted it. I did it on my own. It works out. I like it. What the hell? What I use this should be out of the bag, but I'll show you. I go to Kirkland, Costco, and I get blanched almond flour. So I'm gonna use almond flour and oatmeal flour. I'm gonna show you how to make my own oatmeal flour. Real simple. Take my bullet, put my oatmeal in like this. I'm gonna make this in the beginning so you guys see how easy this is to make oatmeal flour. But a cup and a half of oatmeal. Don't make me a liar. Oh, did I plug it in? Yeah, hold on 1 second. Let's see. It is not working. Because it's not plugged in. The wrong thing is plugged in. I don't know what that is plugged in. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. I am out of the picture. I was going to panic a little. There we go. Bam, just like that. Might have to adjust some things. Okay, so it's just that easy. Measuring my cup. So I was thinking I was going to have enough because I have a cup and a half of coconut almond flour right there. I need to grab another bowl. Sorry. Things you don't know. So I didn't have enough oatmeal because I didn't go back to the store today. So I'm improvising. So this is a little bit more than a cup of coconut. So I'm gonna make some adjustments right here on the screen so you guys see this. So I have a cup and I need a half a cup more of a flour. So do this like this. Set this over here. So what I'm going to need, I'm about to go into my almond flour because I have to have 3 cups of flour, okay? So this is not quite a half. I need to take a couple of teaspoons and create a half. You're gonna watch me do this right on the screen. One more for good luck. Got my half, okay. So a half, so I have a little bit more than because I use probably like a 1/4 cup of almond flour with this. So there we go. So get this out of my way, get some of this out of my way. So now these are gonna be my 2 main flours. In the original recipe, it was just regular wheat flour. But I've made some adjustments because gluten is not very friendly to me. And if I want to eat some of these, I want to be able to yum myself. Okay, so I can unplug some of my equipment over here, move this out of the way. See how fast that was? You can do that with rice in this machine. You can do, nuts don't work for making a nut flour. I would actually use my Vitamix to make nut flour if I was gonna use that machine. Okay. So I got my oven on, preheated to 350, because what I'm gonna do this in 2 parts. I'm gonna show you guys how to bake the cookie, what it looks like. When it comes out, I'll eat one in front of you. You say, wow. You say, my gosh, send me that recipe or send me some cookies. I do sell cookies. So, and then I'm gonna show you how to wrap and package them so when you wanna travel with them, you put the cookie dough in the refrigerator for a little bit, let it get hard. You roll up in saran wrap, aluminum foil, apply a freezer bag, go inside. That's how I'm gonna travel with my cookie dough. And I sometimes send cookie dough with people in my job so they cook fresh, hot cookies. Is nothing like it. Okay, I'm talking too much. Let's get going. Okay, so what we have here is my KitchenAid. If I can get this on. Okay, that's like that. Okay, I have a cup of sugar, brown sugar, and a cup of raw sugar. Let me see if you guys can tell the difference. Can you see the difference in the sugar? Okay, you might notice, well, John, how come this is a light brown? Because this is raw sugar. I try to stay close to the original of everything if I possibly can. I have 2 eggs. What you're gonna notice, I have 2 sticks of butter, right? But if you look at this butter, it's missing some. Really easy, guys. I've taken this chocolate and I melted this chocolate because this is double chocolate. And I need to put a little butter and I put it in a double boiler. Water was relieved, put a 1/4 cup of 2 tablespoons of butter in here and let it melt. I'll add that back in so I'll get my oil back in here. You get what I'm saying? So equal a full cup of butter. I hope this is making sense for you guys. Now, what am I looking for? So let's get started. Okay, so we drop our sugar in here, the brown sugar, a cup of brown sugar, a cup of raw sugar. Now, what I've done in the past, I have my butter at room temperature, which is going to be really soft. So it's going to make this a little bit faster than that's what I'm actually going for. So I drop my butter off in here without making a mess, Johnny. I act like this is my first time in the kitchen. My mom will be, John, what's up? Johnny, what's going on? My mom calls me Johnny, for those who are like, why are you calling yourself Johnny? And my brother calls me Johnny. My family calls me Johnny. I guess I'm Johnny. But you can call me Janet, if you're nasty, Anyway. Yeah, I was just sitting back, and I'm going to talk about a bunch of different things when I do these recordings. These recordings are going to be made because I'm going to be traveling in the near future, and so I don't want to miss out with you guys, and so I'm going to be putting recordings of cooking, especially during the holidays. I have a bunch of them on my iPhone. If anybody's out there know how to use iPhone, I need help. My kids come and help me, maybe. I have a bunch of things I recorded on that iPhone that you guys watching through right now, but it takes forever to get it on Dropbox to send it to my brother Derek to set it up for me. So anyway, we got 2 sticks of butter in there, 2 cups of sugar, and we do need to plug this in. I don't know what's going on with me today. Let's blame it on retrograde or some shit like that. Or I'm just excited, maybe. Okay. I'm going to stop this occasionally. I'll show you the bowl because I don't have a camera like this so you guys can see what this looks like. What I'm going to do is that this is one of the best pieces of equipment that you can buy. I've had this my daughter is 31. I've probably had it since she was born, so it's 31 years old. They last forever, just like the Vitamix. Certain items you buy, spend money, especially what you're gonna plan on cooking, and you'll be able to give it to your kids. My mom just recently gave her machine, KitchenAid, to my Aunt Donna, and it has to be at least, I'm 60, so probably about 48 years old. Go figure. Or more, probably close to like 50 years old, so. Okay, so, and they're a bit spendy in the beginning, but if you figure it lasts for 30, 40 years or more, so I want you guys to see this. Can you see that right there? Can you see it? It's probably in front of my face. You see the butter has been pushed up to the side and this sugar's down below. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrape the edges because I want it to be incorporated together. Now I won't be able to do this too much longer because once that butter gets really soft, I don't want to lose any of it because I've moved the bowl. So I'll put this back in here. Voila. Look like a champion. So while that's doing that, I wanted to whip it up, whip it up, whip it up, okay? So, like I said, I was watching this on TV, and I got really kind of excited, and I came downstairs, and we were watching some movies, Tori and I brought the cookies up. They were fresh, hot, warm cookies. Oh my God. So I like nuts in my cookies. I'm kind of nutty. So I have a half a cup of coconut and a cup and a half of walnuts. So it's gonna have this brownie effect. It's gonna have vanilla, salt. Now this is my grandmother's recipe. I have a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda. My mom told me it makes it crispy and gives color to the cookies. I'm trusting my mom, because she was my first teacher. So, and because I look at certain recipes and they don't have both, and my grandmother did this, the cookies are always divine, so I was like, what the hell, keep doing it. I need to find out, maybe Donna, when you see this, maybe you know this, or Uncle Boris, you know that. Okay, okay. This is looking perfect. So it's taking me a little bit longer to make these cookies. I really want you guys to get this. I do this because I want you guys to be able to do this on the holiday. The recipe will be, I call them Dora Dunnigan's cookies. You'll be able to find that recipe, and check this out. If you can't ever find a recipe, DM me, me, whatever you want to do, email me, and I'll definitely talk to you, and I'll even walk you through it if you're having some problems. That's what that looks like. Bam. Okay. Okay. So this is what you're going to do next. You're going to incorporate your eggs. So these eggs are room temperature too, because they expand better. If you use cold products, it doesn't do as well in baking. You don't want to get any crunchy shells. You only want the nuts to be crunchy, not the shells. No, we're not going to do shells. Now, guess what? This is what I do. I actually keep, during certain times of the year when I'm going to have corned beef, I save that. And I drop those whole. I don't want to break up in my corned beef when I cook it, and it adds some flavor. I know there's calcium. I know, trust me, it makes my corned beef divine. Okay, that's 1 egg in there, 2 eggs in there. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. You know what they call cookies in French? I really like this. Petit gâteau, small cakes. Love it. I love the French. Okay, so. Turn this up a little bit like that, because we want it to be very light and airy. And then we're gonna start adding the other ingredients to it. So, remember, I told you what I'm gonna do? I wanna scrape the walls. Sounds sexual, huh? Excuse me. But anyway, you wanna scrape the walls to make sure the butter is being incorporated with the sugar and the eggs, and it looks very divine so far. Look how easy and fluffy and light that is, okay? Now, while I have this open, I'm gonna drop my chocolate in here. Because remember I told you the double chocolate. So what I did, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna grab this in a second. I have Mexican chocolate that I'm using. It has cinnamon, it has I didn't show you guys this. So I'm glad to have you guys here. Don't go anyplace. So what I did, I reduced the sugar by about 1/4 cup, because Mexican chocolate has added sugar, and I couldn't understand how much, so I dropped about 1/4 cup of sugar off of it. Now, you said 1/4 cup, why? Because also in my coconut, I don't have plain coconut today, I have coconut that also has sugar on it. So I reduced the amount of sugar that I added to my recipe, because I knew I was gonna be able to incorporate it later with the chocolate sauce and the sweetened coconut, okay? So drop this like that. Now, what you're gonna notice is it's gonna turn chocolatey. That's what we want. So it calls for a teaspoon of vanilla, and I put a tablespoon. And I also have vanilla oil that sometimes I use those for different recipes. Mostly if it's more like a mousse or whipped cream or something that's not gonna be cooked, I usually try to incorporate that oil, because that oil has like an abundance of flavor. Okay. So, I want want you guys to see this. I'm so excited. So this is my cookie dough. You see that? We got to add a few more ingredients. And we're going to get busy. Okay, so just down like that. Lock it. Keep it on low because I don't want it to splatter. I'm going to drop a tablespoon of vanilla in here. Let that incorporate. I've been using incorporated. Okay, there we go. So we have that whipping up. So the next thing we're going to drop in here is we're going to slow this down. The vanilla's in there. This looks perfect. Okay, open like this. Now this is what I always do, y'all. When I was a kid, I would run my mom. I was, hey mom, look, and she'll do like this. That's that chocolate vanilla flavor. Oh my God. Okay. So we have chocolate base now, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to drop our almond flour in here. And our oatmeal and a quarter cup, because it equals 3 cups altogether. Okay. We're gonna do this. An 1/8 teaspoon of salt. People are, how are you gonna figure that out? So I know it because I've been cooking for so long. That would be a full teaspoon. This would be a 1/2, 1/4, 1/8. Now the salt and all starts to create the chemical effect with the eggs and all. So it's like, well, how much? So it just does, trust me. So now, usually you have to cook these cookies. I'm almost out of baking soda. That's strange. That never happens in this house. Okay. So that's a teaspoon measured. And I actually took the top of the box and I flattened it. So that's a full teaspoon of soda. I'll drop a full teaspoon of baking soda. Flattened. Nice measurements. Now, for the handy dandy. Now, what you don't want to do is turn this on high right now, because poof, it'll be hit. It look like I got hit with a bunch of powder, and I don't want that. I don't want to waste my flour, because these flours are kind of spendy. As it incorporates itself, I can turn it up high like I just did. You notice that? Wow. Now to drop in my final ingredients. My coconut, my walnuts. What type of nut do you find on the wall? Walnut. What type of room can't you enter? Mushroom. Get it, the room was mushed anyway. So, and last but not least, chocolate chips. And see, I get these semi-sweet chocolate chips, 51 cacao, real vanilla from from Costco. So my grandmother was the one who said, you want to make sure you have a lot of ingredients. The last thing you want to pick up is a cookie that doesn't have enough stuff in it. So I'm going to let you guys see what my cookies look like before it's mixed up. Look at all the stuff that's in the cookie, right? Walnuts, coconut, chocolate chips, oh my. And if it looks like it needs a little more chocolate chip because I don't see enough chocolate chips in there, I would incorporate it. But I don't think, what the hell? One handful for good luck. How does it get better than that? Okay? So, I told you I'm gonna cook this for about 14. It cooks a little bit longer than gluten flour. So I've learned that by deduction of cooking this over and over again. So, but it also depends on who you ask. Cookie dough's trying to get out. So much in here is like, let me out. Not yet. Not till you get on the pan. Get in my belly. No, as my son would say. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, got chocolate in here, so. So, let me grab this. I'm gonna show you guys how I do this. I'm gonna make a few cookies, and we're gonna take a break, and I'm gonna come back, okay? I'm gonna show you how you package this together. So, this here, like that. Like that. Just a teaspoon amount, okay? Just a teaspoon. I'll just make a few. Make 6 of them, a half a dozen. So okay. That's all my ingredients. That's what it looks like before, and I'll be back in a second and show you after. So put that in there, turn on my timer. Let's do 13 minutes. We'll come back. I'll check in about 10. So when you do that, come back and check in about 10 to see where they are. Depends on how crunchy or how soft and gooey you want them. I like mine a little bit more crunchy, so I can put ice cream or coconut whipped cream on it. Oh my God, Orgasmic. Please do me a favor. Be kind to you and other people you see, y'all. I'm gonna say that before I finish the next time we come around. Kindness is needed on the planet right now. That's my desire. That's what I'm trying to push. Hope you're willing to do the same. I know it's a lot of wars. I know it's a lot of crazy. I know politics. I know people who don't care about each other, but fuck them. I'm gonna be kind. Why don't you join me? The kind army. Peace. See you in a second.
A few moments later.
Okay, we're back. This is kind of still warm. This is the finished product. Now, those cooked exactly how I like it. My kids and Tori like them cooked a little bit lighter. I like a crunchy cookie with ice cream. So I'm gonna taste this cookie so you see what it's like to make sure it's worth traveling. So I'll take this here, Petit Gâteau. It's crunchy, buttery, chocolatey. Now, in the past, I've used chocolate chips. This time I use Mexican chocolate, so let's see what happens. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. I think, unfortunately, this is a Nestle, but I don't think it's a Nestle product. It's chocolate Ibarra. This is the chocolate I use for these cookies. So that's what gives it the base of its chocolate. Oh my God, so yummy. So the other thing is you want to get it off the hot cookie sheet because it continues to cook the cookie. People don't realize that. So we're gonna get this off of here. And voila, Petit Gâteau chocolat. Now, for my next test, the cookie dough is still kind of soft, so I'm gonna just try to do a part of it so you guys can see a little bit what it looks like. This is so divine, y'all. I wish it was here to share. Gâteaux, petite, yummy, yummy. Okay. So, wash my hands. I wash my hands a lot when I'm in the kitchen because contamination usually happens cold seasons. You don't want to get anybody sick. I have soapy water in there, dip my hands in there, rinse them off real quick. A little bit more thorough if I'm cooking with meat, chicken, or something like that because so many bacteria are there. Just as a side. So, what I'm gonna do later is I'm gonna pull some Kirkland, stretch tight, wrap like this, put it down like that, take my handy dandy razor on the top of the box, pull that back like that, pull the box back, open this up. Now, first thing, make sure this is unplugged, especially if you have children. You don't want to get your hand in there because you probably will break a finger, and I am not breaking shit no more this year or never any years. I broke enough this lifetime already. This broke my finger and my ankle. There's a story behind it, but I ain't gonna tell you. Get you guys out of here. Okay, so I wanna get all the extra cookie dough. And right now it's a little bit softer because butter is soft. Especially the way I use the butter, I want it actually room temperature. So I'm getting this off here. I don't wanna waste any of my cookie dough because my dad said my cookies are divine. So don't anybody tell them, especially if you see this before. I don't think you see the show. Derek might put this on the Tuesday while I'm traveling in Chicago, but I'm making a bunch of different cookie doughs to take to my dad. So then my brother can cook them whenever he wants them. Okay, this is not working out the way I want, so I want this. This is a lot more thorough. And you can't get it all, but you can see the coconut coming out of there. I'm kind of creative. Now, when I was a kid, I'd be like, Mommy, can I have that? Yeah, I want to go to town on this, right? I'm not a kid anymore, but I don't need all the excess sugar. So I'll show you what this looks like. And it's a little bit different when it's a little bit more solid, okay? So what I'm gonna do, it's not gonna stick because it's on saran wrap, right? It's not, the saran is a style, like a company, you know, my mom used to always call it saran wrap. It's not, it's plastic wrap, okay? Like that. Take this here. Take this here. Now, this is for probably gonna make about 6 cookies. Like that. And it's pretty warm now, see? I'll take it, wrap it in aluminum foil one more time, and then drop it in one of the freezer bags. Bam. Ready to travel. This is how I sell this at work, so people could have nice, hot cookies during the holiday. If you're interested in that, hit a brother up. If you live here in Portland. If you're in Chicago, Derek, you're gonna get some of these. So anyway, and Gino. Until next time, do me a huge favor. What's that? Be kind to yourself and those people that you meet. The planet needs, it's the holiday. Let's treat every day like it's a holiday. And my brothers and sisters in the Middle East, chill the fuck out. Can we come up with another option than killing people, killing kids? And politics, yuck. Until next week, peace.